You know, good morning, Facebook friends and family, and frenemies, and acquaintances, and followers, stalkers, etc. So, in my prayer today, it was pretty interesting because of the fact that in my prayer, I said, I usually say this. I say, Lord, forgive me for my sins as I forgive those who sin against me. And we all sin, either against someone else or against God or so forth. We do something, we transgress. And it was interesting because we need to, as we grow closer to God, we evolve. We become a different person. We become a better person, I believe. As long as we don't start twisting the word and using it for our gain, using it to shame another person, that type of thing. Because in all honesty, we're here to love each other, to build each other up, and so forth, and to encourage each other. But we are also held accountable by each other. Yes, we can like tell someone, hey, by the way, you know, I seen this. And I want to talk to you about this. I want to know where your heart was in this. So, for example, every once in a while I'll do something stupid. Imagine that. And I'll do something stupid. I'll say a crass joke or something like that. And then I'll go, oh, man. But I'm holding myself accountable already. And that's the closest you need with God. You need to start holding yourself accountable with God. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. You know, it does on the out and in the world, but what matters the most is what you think about what you did and what God thinks about what you did. So as you get closer to God, here's the reason why most people don't get closer to God is because they don't want to be held accountable for their junk, for their actions. But I do. I'd rather be held accountable right now here on earth than when I get to those gates in heaven and hear Jesus say, well, guess, you know, you did this and you didn't even feel bad for it. You didn't even ask for forgiveness, nothing. People will say, well, his grace is good enough. I'm sure everyone. No, if you did it and you know you did it and you didn't ask for forgiveness, that's hardness. That is resentment. That is total going against what God says, because he will search your heart. He will see it, and he judges your heart. And if you forget to ask for forgiveness and that goes on the wayside, that tells a lot about who you are right now. So get closer to God. Continue loving on God. Let God love on you. And I want you to forgive yourself too, so you can receive that forgiveness. If you want righteous forgiveness, that's from God. But there's forgiveness from others. There's forgiveness of yourself. Receive that and know that you're human, that you are still loved. Nothing can separate that love that Christ has for you. Not even your own sin. He still loves you, but you're going to be held accountable. And hell is real. I hate to tell you that, but hell is a real place. I love you. If you need help, if you need prayer, if you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. I love you guys. Have a blessed day, and thank you so much. And don't forget, there's also healthy boundaries. So make sure that you warn people about your boundaries so that they can either love you properly and understand your boundaries and respect those boundaries. If they don't respect those boundaries, they're not loving you. They're loving themselves. Remember that. So follow Christ, follow God's direction, and take care of yourself and build that relationship with Christ, because that's all that matters. Not with the pastor, not with the church. Build that relationship with Christ first and foremost. Seek ye the kingdom of God first and foremost. Love you guys. Have a blessed day, and thank you so much for listening.